these are back. Mm-hmm. The last time that you were eating these, it meant something.
That Kai's having a baby brother or sister?
What?
God, you guys, I'm kidding. No, I'm not pregnant.
Oh my God, I thought... I mean, if you were nice, you would save a big announcement like that for your last day.
Ratings.
I mean, think of the show, Kendall, that you're leaving.
Honestly.
Whatever. Roll the open. Here we go.
Have a seat. Save your energy. We have an hour.
I said if I was going to do TV, because I was never not going to be myself.
Where are the people who are a little bit different?
You're sitting next to one on the couch. Let's just say that.
Be yourself, but not too much of yourself.
Now, here's Jason.
Sit. 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 Sit, Milo. Sit. 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 Sit, Milo. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Hi, baby. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Say hi to Milo again, everybody. There he is. I know I can read your mind. Everyone's like, he's gotten so big. Yeah, Milo is now 4 months old. Yes. He's a teenager. That means he's moody. He's 4 months, he's 25 pounds, and right now all he wants is Auntie Bjorn. He's looking over there for Bjorn. So we have him on the show because our guest today is the laundry guy, Patric. And Patric had one dream today. He just wanted to meet Milo, and yeah, so we brought in, oh, he sees him. Anyway, so before he pulls me down, cue the music, Leo. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kendall Mark, everybody. There he is. Yes. There he is. I got to tell you, he is such a good boy. Everyone's been very sweet and always ask questions about him. He's the sweetest boy. Milo, don't attack the first row, Milo. Leave the first row alone. No. He's a good boy. My mother, God bless her, when we were contemplating getting another dog, I go, Mom, we travel a lot. And she goes, do not let that be an excuse. I will help you. Because she moved here about 3 or 4 years ago. So that dog is the apple. I thought I was spoiled when I was a kid. No. I am nothing compared to that dog right there. Yeah. That is the apple of my mother's eye. My mom watched him this weekend when I was in Anaheim for the premiere of Inside Out 2, and she sends me a video, and there's a box, and I go, Mom, what's in the box? And she goes,
like a little bark box?
Amazon toys. And she bought him an entire box of toys, and I'm like, Mom, I said, who is he? Me at 10? Oh, I spoiling him with the toys? But yeah, he's a really, really good boy, and my mom is a large part of that. So yeah, there he is.
He's cute.
He's going to be popping up a little bit later. Hasn't he gotten big?
He has, and he was such a cute, like teeny tiny puppy. But I honestly feel like he's even cuter now because he's so like gangly.
Yeah.
And so he's just running, and he's so happy, and his legs can't catch up. It's just the cutest thing ever.
He is. My beloved boxer. Dexter, he was the perfect dog, but he wasn't real snuggly. Dexter was a little bit of a beep, and wasn't lovey, hey, just like me, yeah.
And
But he always said hi at the front door if you came to visit.
he always said hi, but Dexter wasn't a snuggler. The big difference is Milo will snuggle until the day turns to night, and he's I love that. It's
Cute.
he has just healed my heart, let me tell you. Anyway, he'll be popping up a little bit later with Patrick, but right now let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Woo. Okay. First up, it's not often that a movie that bombed at the box office originally gets a sequel. But that is happening for one movie that came out more than 25 years ago. What movie? This one. And we're going to show you the very 90s trailer. Watch this.
The Olsen sisters are two beautiful witches.
Hang on to your husbands, girls.
With one wicked problem.
She has the worst taste in men.
Any man they fall for falls victim to a deadly curse.
Any man who wins the heart of an Owens woman is bound to end up 6 feet under.
Yep. Stockard Channing. And the guy from ER. Yeah. That's Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock and Stockard Channing in Practical Magic from 1998. They played sisters who are also witches, trying to break a curse that keeps them from having witch love. Now, Practical Magic actually lost money when it first came out, but ever since, gained a huge cult following. Now, both Sandy and Nick are back, and they're going to do a sequel. Yeah, they're in talks to return for the sequel. Well, they will also produce the movie. One of the original writers is working on the screenplay. Now, I am going to admit, I've never seen this. Yeah.
That hurts my feelings.
And so I don't know if this is crap or if it's good or
No, it's really good. It genuinely is. And I love like Hocus Pocus, and I get that is so kitschy. This movie is just really good. The actors in it alone. Aidan Quinn is in it as well. He plays the sheriff that comes to town. It is such a good movie that I think people in general who love it, they love the music that goes with the movie. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman are just stunning and effortless. The set is so fun, and it's just goofy and wonderful. Like, you have to, margaritas at midnight? Like, thank you, back row, thank you. Midnight margaritas?
That's my Saturdays, but go ahead, yeah.
So the movie goes that it's the sisters, the daughters, who inherit this curse as time goes on. Like, an original sister was a witch in Salem, and she was cursed. The townspeople tried to, and it didn't work, so she cursed her lovers, and every daughter after that would be cursed as well.
I've cursed my lovers too.
So that's what happens.
Having to deal with me.
That's what happens.
Colin is eternally cursed.
Did you hear the Beatle? Okay, so that's what the whole movie is about. They're trying to like fix and get around this, and they have two daughters. Sandra Bullock's character does. So hopefully
they're now adults.
It's the daughter's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Well, I'll see it now. You've changed my mind.
Seriously, can we watch it together? And then we can have midnight margaritas. Yeah.
Sure.
Jeff,
absolutely, Kendall. Whatever you need. Yeah. Whatever you need. Sticking with movies, next up, a big gamble for Kevin Costner. Doesn't look like it's going to pay off. Headlines this week say that his upcoming 4-part movie series may have some big issues. Yeah, like trying to do 4 of these. Anyway, and this is before the first one even hits theaters. What am I talking about? Kevin wrote, directed, and stars in the Civil War movie Horizon American Saga, and it hits theaters June 28th. It's followed by a sequel in August and then 2 more movies in the future. Kevin personally spent $38 million on the project, reportedly mortgaging his house. Girl, please. He didn't call Rocket Mortgage. He has that. But box office analysts only expect the first movie to earn $12 million on its opening weekend, and you guys can do the math from there. If the first 2 movies fail, there's a chance that Warner Brothers is going to shut down production on the next 2. Oof. Yes, they are.
Oof.
Why? Look, The only time this needs to happen is if you're Avatar or Star Wars. We don't need 4 of these things. And like Star Wars, what happened, Kevin thought we were going to make all of them. You do what George Lucas did. In 77, if the first one does well, then you start talking about sequels. Kevin should have done that to avoid this beating in the press. Don't tell people there are 4.
Right.
Put this one out there. If people accept it, then go, by the way, I have 3 more of these turds ready to, you know what I mean?
I'm excited for this movie. I love Western movies. I loved Wyatt Earp, The Untouchables, even it's not Western, but like I love Kevin Costner in those type of films too. I think that it'll be good.
Okay.
Reviews are like really terrible, but I think we should give it a chance.
There's been a history of you liking movies that the critics have not liked.
Weird how that works.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, a lot of people have.
Seriously.
So let me know. When it opens, let me know if you like it.
I won't be working here anymore, but I'll let you know for sure. Remember?
I'll tune into your radio show. Okay, yeah. We're going to still work at the same company, you goober. Anyway, more Hot Dish, and like I said, the Laundry Guy is here. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating in our birthday club. They get that pin sashed up for $20 of free play from our partners at Grand Casino. There's Auntie Bibi watching over Milo, doing a good job. That's right. Well, welcome back. More Dish for you. Steve Carell is known for his improv skills, but he learned a lesson when trying to improvise with a baboon. Steve explained this on The Tonight Show.
I was doing a movie, and this baboon, they trained the baboon to... I was working on something, and at one point I was going to sit down next to the baboon, and we were both... They trained the baboon to drink a glass of lemonade.
Well, of course.
So I was going to sit down and pour a glass for the baboon and pour a glass for myself. And I looked at the baboon, and I improvised with the baboon. Because, you know, they look sort of like human beings who would understand what an improv would be. And I said, hey, man, don't drink it all. And the baboon went, ah! like I'm going to rip your face off right now.
Of course.
And I thought, what are you doing?
Yes.
You're improvising with this animal, and all they've been trained to do is drink the lemonade. And I was like,
off script. You're like, I'm gonna do a bit.
Yeah, don't go off script with the baboon.
It reminds me, you know, our buddy Madeline Smithberg. Hi, Madeline, who was David Letterman's longtime segment producer. She brought us that story of Dave in the 80s having the monkey, the monkey tea party, and the monkey kept hissing at him. You got to look at that clip if you haven't seen it. It's one of the best late night clips ever. I love monkeys, but that would be my fear. Monkeys are my favorite animal, but that would be my fear of the monkey just eating me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Showing its teeth to you.
Well, now you know not to improv with the monkey.
I won't improv with a monkey, yeah. By the way, Steve is promoting Despicable Me 4. There are 4 of those opening in July, yeah. I haven't seen any of those.
I watched the first one.
I know, audience, I know, I gotta see. I'll watch it.
Just watch the first one, it's very
Just
cute.
watch the first one?
Yeah, just let's see if you like it.
Okay, and to see if I like it. And like Kevin Costner, then I'll make 4 more.
Yeah.
Anyway, more Dish for you. Most of us would do anything to make our moms happy, right? I would. I mean, within reason. I'm just joking. Anyway, and that includes one big name actor. Check out what happened during The View this week.
Sometimes you look up and you're like, oh, this is really great. And then you look over and you go, oh, snap. There's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
What do you...
Yeah.
How come?
Well, okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this is way less stressful than up there. My mom is here visiting her grandkids, and yesterday she said it's my dream to go to The View.
Oh my God.
And I said, well, I mean, you know, first off, like I try to do what she says because you don't know what she's capable of.
Ryan's mom says she watches The View every day. Okay, again, you know us here on the show. You know me. We do not wear aluminum foil hats. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
But the staff, we were all meeting, and we smell a rat. Because here's the deal. Ryan Reynolds, follow me here. Ryan Reynolds is going to be in Deadpool Wolverine and Deadpool this summer.
Yep.
Wolverine and Deadpool is probably going to be one of Disney's biggest movies this fall, or this summer, other than Inside Out 2.
Okay.
The View is a Disney show. So I think he's going to be making all of these appearances to, very subtly promote Deadpool and Wolverine.
I mean, I don't have an aluminum foil cap that I can put on with this. I think
I'm
that his
just
mom
more
likes
cynical.
the show.
Oh, you just think that mom.
Well, they had a baby like a year ago. They've got 4 grandkids then for her to visit. And maybe they were watching The View and she was like, I just love that show, honey. Don't you know people there? And he's like, I'm Ryan Reynolds. I know everybody. And then he got her tickets and it was like, oh, Ryan Reynolds was here. Let's mic him up. It doesn't seem that crazy to me.
Why isn't she with the kids?
Yeah, but
because Blake is with the kids. Grandma doesn't always have to be with the children. The women don't always have to be with the children.
Yes.
Sorry.
Feminism! Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's just a very sweet thing for mom. Yeah. From one superhero to many, 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 many more. We're getting new details on the next Avengers movie. That one is scheduled to hit theaters in 2026. And listen to this. Reports are Avengers 5 may feature 62 characters from the Marvel Universe. That's right. 62 superheroes. The front runner to direct the movie is Sean Levy, who directed the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine. Most of the big name superheroes would be back, along with dozens of new characters like Armpit Man and Vacuum Woman, Vacuum Man.
Yes, love them. Yeah. They're my favorite.
Vodka Woman, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's been 5 years since the last Avengers movie, FYI, if you were counting. And that one was really good. I love the Avengers movies. I do. I'm a big nerd, but I think this is part of the problem. Mary Jo Public sitting in our audience. It's hard to follow 4 characters, I don't even like how many anchors are sitting at the Today Show at any given time. I hate that.
It's a lot of names.
I miss the days when it was just 2. I sound like Jerry Seinfeld, but I do. I miss a cranky old man. I just miss the days. I need 2 news anchors at a desk. I don't need 15. I don't need them all sitting there.
Get off my lawn!
I need Jane Pauley, Brian Gumbel, and over there I need somebody reading the news to me. I don't need 62 Avengers.
Why not? The more the merrier.
No, because they're never going to be able to service all of those characters in the script. It's just going to be blips. Oh, who is that? Oh, it's Cloud Man. You know what I mean? It's like it's not going to service them well.
I don't know. Well, okay. For sure we're getting back, who was it? It's Thor. They've said, well, at least in the
Thor will be back.
Thor, and it was the Hulk. And it was Benedict Cumberbatch. What's his character's name again?
Doctor Strange.
We're definitely coming back. I mean, to your
point. Some of them have died, R.I.P. But, some of the characters have died, yeah.
How many are they going to kill off in this movie?
Well, there's 62. They have a lot to work from, yeah.
Whoa.
Next in the dish, it's one of the roles that helped make Johnny Depp a movie star. But it turns out that Johnny almost didn't get said part. Most of us remember Johnny as Edward Scissorhands in 90. You know what? This movie is it holds up. It's so cute. This is back in 90, like I said. Well, as part of an interview for a new docuseries on Burton, Johnny revealed who else was up for the role. First up, Tommy Boy Cruise.
Oh, God.
No, he was too cool for school.
Yeah.
Now, there's an old term, too. You know what I mean?
If you have a 6-pack, need not apply.
No, Edward Scissorhands is the other. He's like the nerd. He was like the drama kid. Tom Cruise is the guy that beats up people like me.
Maverick.
You know what I mean?
He's Maverick.
He's the jock. He doesn't need scissors. Anyway, next, another Tom Hanks. Okay, but audience. We got to think of Tom Hanks in 90. He was he wasn't the elder statesman. He was doing Money Pit, and Big.
One Forrest Gump.
I actually don't mind this one. If you think of Tom Hanks in Big, That era Tom Hanks, I can see. And finally, Michael Jackson.
I'm not touching that one. Nope.
I don't care about emails. Yeah. I'm in the blanket 50 era of my life. I don't care. Yeah. Go ahead and email me. You want to affect my day. Anyway. I can see this.
Yeah.
I can see Michael Jackson as Edward Scissorhands. Yeah. You can't. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow. Row 2's yelling at me. Anyway.
You're wrong.
Johnny said he connected with the role and that helped convince Tim Burton to hire him. Yeah. Johnny Depp is Edward Scissorhands. He's a kooky.
Yeah, he's totally kooky.
Yeah.
It works.
Up next today is the 11th day of June, unless you're watching us in our cities where you get us a day later. And for that, again, I'm very sorry. Email your station and tell them to put us on the same day. Thank you. Well, yeah. Believe me, emails to station bigwigs, it matters. It matters. So email your station. Anyway, today is a big day when it comes to movies and TV. Listen to this. I always love an anniversary. 42 years ago today, E.T. hit theaters. Yeah, my favorite movie of all time, Steven Spielberg's classic. It was the #1 movie for 6 straight weeks, going on to become the highest grossing movie ever at the time. And launching toys and pillows and underoos and lunchboxes. My actual lunchbox is on this set over there that my mom bought for me at the Toys R Us in Maryville, Indiana. Yeah. Well, yeah, right over there. Eric, let's get a shot. That's my actual lunchbox right there. Eric, you got right there. There it is. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Next to a lovely plant from Pier 1. Yeah.
It's not real, everybody.
It's not real. Just 4 years after E.T., another. Yeah. Thank you for the close-up of the fake plant. Yeah, there we go. Just 4 years after another movie happened to open on this day, also becoming a classic, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. A movie about Ferris, a suburban Chicago kid skipping school. It made Matthew Broderick a household name and is still referenced in pop culture nearly 40 years later. Yeah, I am Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago. That's right. Yeah.
This was like obviously well before I went to high school, and like people still talked and made those references, like, oh, you taking a Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Like, I mean, it was just so it's crazy how long it lived.
A little talked about thing that no one ever recognizes when they talk about Ferris Bueller. Edie McClurg as the secretary is pulling stuff out of her hair is so underrated. Right? He's a righteous dude. Anyway, finally a brand new TV show premiered on this day in 2002, becoming one of television's biggest hits ever. I've heard that open about 4 million times in my life. American Idol made its debut on the FOX 22 years ago today. It was actually called American Idol: The Search for a Superstar in its first season. Idol became a major hit, launching the career of Kelly Clarkson in that first year. Now, I still remember when Idol was about to premiere because I was working in this building. I was working for Fox. And I have no problem admitting this. I am a pretty good pop culture guy.
Yeah.
I used to, as a child, I memorized the TV Guide schedule for every network. That is not a joke. That is not a joke. Tuesdays, Happy Days, Laverne, and anyway. I looked at our producer at the time and I go, that show's never gonna make it. Well, it looked real. Paula Abdul was sitting on a card table. It wasn't fancy.
Can I call you out?
Yeah.
Because he said the same thing about Masked Singer. You remember that? You were like, this is so
no, I
goofy.
did not. Oh, wrong.
You said it was goofy.
Wrong, and you're fired.
Not fired.
Your last day will be June 28th. Pick up your paycheck and get out.
Out with you.
No, remember Nick Cannon and I sat right here on this set and I looked at Nick Cannon and I said, this show is going to be huge.
Oh, you know what? I take back. You said it
I'll
was
take
weird.
my $20 right now. There we go. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Stain removal secrets are more than just a ring around the collar. That's right. Old reference there. Coming up in just a little bit, one of our favorites and yours, the Laundry Guy, is back. He's going to give you tips on removing all of those stains from your outdoor furniture. Plus, I'm making a dream of his come true. And he's answering your stain removal questions on our social media. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Summer's in full swing, and a lot of us are spending a lot of time outside, lounging on the patio, on the deck, sipping some rosé, but no one wants to sit down on a grimy, dirty cushion. So it's important to keep your outdoor furniture in good condition. Here to help you with that with tips and tricks, audience, give it up for the laundry guy, Patric Richardson. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
A couple things. Let's do some house cleaning, no pun intended with you. First, we're lucky Patric is here because he's very fancy now. Not only did he have his own show, but he was just on Good Morning of the America. Yeah. So thank you. We appreciate you coming back now. You're real fancy now.
Wow.
So, yeah. And finally, he brought a giant carrot for Milo. That's right. He brought... That's keeping Milo busy right now, so thank you. Okay, we're going to talk about pet stuff in a minute, but let's start with outdoor furniture. What the hell is that?
Well, it's fun. This is a brush that goes on your drill, and it's like the perfect thing. It's
Here.
not...
Oh, that feels nice.
Yeah, I mean, you could use it like as a massager if it was clean, but
yeah.
It's the perfect thing to scrub your furniture because it's like strong enough to work, but it's gentle enough that like it won't damage it.
It won't damage the material.
Yeah, so you can use it on the cushions, you can use it on the furniture itself, you can use it on the umbrella. Because the thing you should remember is like outdoor furniture is meant to be outdoors.
Yeah.
So it's more durable than the furniture in your house.
Well, let's start with algae or mildew on the deck or outdoor furniture.
So this is like a big one. I use oxygen bleach. It's like you throw a couple of tablespoons of oxygen bleach in a bucket of water, and if you just throw it on and give it a little scrub, it'll come right off. And the great thing about oxygen bleach, if you use 100% oxygen bleach, it's safe for the plants and the critters. So you could use it on the deck and then rinse it off, and you don't have to worry about, the squirrels.
Isn't it funny that you're talking about something named oxygen bleach? You would think it would be toxic, but it's not.
It's basically hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, okay.
So it's just really concentrated hydrogen peroxide, but it'll take the mildew and the algae right off because, of course, it's antibacterial.
Pollen.
Pollen, if it's dry, so if you can get to it before it rains, a soft brush will just take it off. So I actually keep one of these in the bench on my deck, and I just go out, but I mean, I'm like that. But it's a really soft brush. So if you can get it before it gets wet, you can just brush it off and it'll brush it off. If you can't, then you're gonna have to go to like scrubbing it with, a brush. Yeah.
Okay, dark spots. Oh, dark spots on cushions.
This is really a funny one. You squeeze a lemon on it and then you set it in the sun. Yeah, isn't that hysterical? So you could
like Sun-In in the 80s.
It's just like Sun-In.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could, and the
Everybody Laughing was alive in the 80s.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
this isn't their first time wearing a sweater vest either. But the best part of it is, you could just hack off a piece of lemon and take care of the cushions and use the rest in a cocktail.
I mean, if you're going to force me. Yeah. Again, but I also learned a lesson. If I have used lemons, I throw them in the garbage disposal.
Yeah, totally. They're amazing in the disposal.
Yeah. Tree sap.
Okay, tree sap is a really tough one. What you need is an oily soap. And you put it on the tree sap, but here's the really important part. You put it on and you let it rest and then you scrub it. And you do it because
How long do you let it rest?
Like a couple hours.
Okay.
But the reason you do it is because the tree sap will kind of dissolve in the oily soap. And if you scrub it and then wash, it'll wash away. If you put this on and let it rest and then rinse, you basically rinse the soap off and the sap stays.
So a couple hours with the dish soap on the sap.
Right, and then scrub it.
And then scrub it, and it'll come off.
Yep.
I have learned from you over there, dish soap is magic for a variety of situations. It can be. Okay, outdoor cushions and umbrellas.
So here's the reason to go to the drill, and the other thing that you can use is, you can use like a pressure washer or the hose, because they're meant to be outside, so it's fine. The only real thing about the umbrella is, like today it's raining.
Yeah.
So tonight, open the umbrella and let it dry, because if it's open, it'll dry and you don't have any issues. If you leave it closed and it dries, that's when you start having mildew and all those things happen.
So leave it open.
Yeah.
Okay. Resin furniture.
So resin furniture, which has become so common, you can use dish soap and water, and you can use a brush. And it's just fine.
If you're hearing squeaks, it's not Bjorn or us with a little bit of gas from our breakfast.
Right.
It's the toy that Patrick bought my dog. You did this, Patrick. You did right there. There's your handiwork right there. Yeah.
I proudly own that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. So it'll just scrub off, because resin, if I was going to buy patio furniture, I would buy resin because it's the easiest to care for.
And there, look at that dish soap. Again, this is the dish soap that Patrick got me hooked on. It's the Courtney Cox. It's the Monica brand, Home Court. Patrick sells it exclusively at a store here in the Twin Cities. You can get online. You have changed my life with that thing.
So good.
And my mother, because of that, loves you more than me. I'm just saying, yeah.
I love your mother a lot.
I know you do. We're going to take a break. More of Patrick when we come back. Back in a moment. Woo! Wood. And we are back. We have some questions coming up from all of you. But first, more with Patric the Laundry Guy. Okay, let's wrap up furniture, and then we're going to move to pet stains.
Yeah.
Wood furniture.
Wood furniture is the most delicate of anything. It's the only thing I wouldn't power wash, because you can actually mark it with a power washer. So just use a little dish soap and water and a soft brush. Like, use a brush that you would use like on your hair to scrub your wood furniture. I wouldn't use anything more aggressive than that.
Just because a lot of people have them, then we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Outdoor rugs. This is a big one.
Outdoor rugs, you can put oxygen bleach and soap on them. Super easy. If it's on the deck, you can just spray them and let them dry. If they're on like a concrete patio or something solid, pick them up and throw them over the rail, because you want the air to go under it and dry it. Because the worst thing that'll happen is it will literally rot from the bottom.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. So put it over the rail.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Since Milo is here today, we thought it would be a good idea to also tackle some pet stains, because I know a lot of you have little fur babies, and right there he is, wondering where Aunt BB is. Okay, let's start. I mean, this is a common one. Pee-pee stains. That's right.
So for Milo, or for a dog, it's pretty easy. It's oxygen bleach. For a cat, it's the same thing. Oxygen bleach is fine, but you want to get at it pretty quickly, because cat pee is much more acidic. And so you want to attack it pretty soon. I mean, if Milo peed on the rug and you didn't get to it till Monday, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. If it was a cat,
it would be to Fox.
Well, okay. But if it was a cat, you really want to attack it pretty fast.
Can I ask why oxygen bleach? Why is it so good? Is it because it really does remove the urine smell?
It actually breaks down protein, so it really breaks down the urine. It doesn't mask the odor, it takes it away. The other thing that's really, really important about our little animal friends is we have to remember that their nose is really close to the ground, and they're very sensitive to smell. I would never, ever use anything that wasn't like totally sort of food grade. You know,
I didn't even think about that.
Because, I mean, they're so much closer to the ground than we are.
Yeah. Oil stains on sofa.
Oil stains on the sofa, generally you can just spray vinegar and water, and you want to use a towel, like this is terry cloth. You want to use something with a little bit of tooth to it. Just put the vinegar and water on the towel and rub it on the sofa, and 95% of the time, that's all you have to do. It's pretty easy.
Vinegar and water.
Vinegar and water, because there again, it's totally safe
For everybody involved. And
Exactly.
the fabric?
And the fabric.
Let me do other fabrics, though. Oil stains on other fabrics?
Like, so if Milo sleeps in the bed and you get that oily spot on the duvet,
Yeah.
just wash it with oxygen bleach. It's really easy to wash, and the oil will come out like immediately. This also works if you have a husband with an oily head.
Colin, I'm not calling you out. It's me, actually. Yeah. Okay, food stains.
So food stains, you know, the dogs tend to eat a lot of like sort of raw meat or meat kind of food, you know, that sort of thing. You want to lift that out with a little bit of dish soap and water because it's probably around their bowl. And so there again, you know, the nose thing. So you want to use a little dish soap or something like that.
Odors. I mean, this is the number one, one of the things that drive people crazy.
Yeah,
about having
totally.
A dog.
And you've got, you know, and you know people that you go in their house and you smell their dog. There again, it's my friend vodka. You know, vodka removes the odor.
Your friend and mine. Yeah.
So, vodka removes the odor from anything. And I want to say this, vodka is toxic to an animal at 9 grams. If you spray it and you mist it, it's far less than that. I asked a vet about it. It's totally safe.
So just mist it in the air.
No, mist it on. You can mist it on the furniture because when it dries, it's odorless and colorless, and so you just want it to dry. Like I wouldn't really spray the dog with it.
Yeah. Or spray me after a long weekend.
Well,
I mean, it just depends.
That'd be fine as long as you dry before Milo licks you. It's good.
Perfect. Yeah. Stay tuned because when we come back, Patrick is answering laundry questions from our audience and you at home when we come back. Back after this. I always forget about the vodka and just straight vodka, right? Welcome back. So, we're back to the Laundry Guy. Patrick Richardson. Don't forget to follow him on social and visit his store. We'll tell you how to find it at the end of this. Anyway, every time Patrick is here, we always receive so many questions from all of you. And today we decided to open it up to our studio audience as well. And Kendall is standing by. Kendall, who do we have?
This is Sue. Sue, what is your question for Patrick?
My question is, what is your preference on laundry sheets versus pods or detergent?
Oh, I'll hold him back.
So,
go ahead and tackle that one, friend.
Yeah. Okay, so there's enough detergent in one pod to do 5 loads of laundry. So you would never in a million years see me even touch a pod. Laundry sheets, I think the technology is coming. I don't think it's there. A lot of people want to use them because they think they're the greener alternative. We are finding that they contain microplastics. So I'm going to stick with detergent or soap.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
No pods there.
Never pods.
And you've been like that.
Yeah.
You've been anti-pod for a while.
Well,
yeah, and it's cheaper.
Yeah, that's so much cheaper. And the thing is, it's like this fake convenience.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and your weird relative isn't gonna eat them.
Right.
Anyway, who do we have? Oh, you can stay right there. What's your question, sweetie? Kendall, who do we have next?
I'm coming to Connie.
You go over to Connie. Connie.
We had a long way to go, so I'm coming over.
Connie, what's your question, love, for Patrick?
Question is, 5 days ago, red wine on white capri pants, $100 pants.
Oh, go girl.
Not been touched. We've done nothing to them.
Oh, Connie, first of all, thank you for not trying some sort of weird remedy you saw on the internet, unless it was on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. It's super easy. Mix up some oxygen bleach in some water, plunge the pants in it. The wine is either going to turn tan or it's going to turn purple, depending if it was cheap or expensive.
No.
Connie?
$100.
Okay.
Like
No, the wine. Was it cheap?
Honey.
Was it cheap, Connie?
No, I have no clue.
Okay, well, now you're going to find out about your friends, Connie.
It was a Panera wine at a recognition dinner.
So, but once it turns, as soon as it turns color, you can throw it in the washing machine and it'll wash right out. Oh. It's super easy. You just have to plunge it and it'll turn color and then wash it out.
Give it up for Connie, everybody.
Yeah.
Even after all those days?
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, you could let it sit months. As long as you haven't done anything weird to it, it'll be just fine.
Who do we have next, Kendall?
This is Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. What's your question for Patrick?
Patrick, I have dryer balls and I've also used dryer sheets. Supposedly, either one is supposed to eliminate static in your dryer, in your clothes. Still have static. What do I do?
Okay, first of all, you need to throw away the dryer sheets. That's step one. Step two, dryer balls are great for the dryer, but they don't remove static. What you want to do to remove static is a yard of aluminum foil made into a ball about this big. You throw it in the dryer for the next 30 to 60 trips through the dryer. It's going to remove static better than anything you've ever used. When it gets the size of a walnut, you just toss it in recycling and make a new one. But throw away the dryer sheets. Like, do that, like when you're done with the show and you get photos, go straight home and throw them away.
Thank you.
Do that immediately. Thank you.
Thank you.
My mom does that.
Yeah.
She listens to you for everything, but yeah. Who do we have next?
This is Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie. What's your question?
How do you get lipstick stains out of clothes?
Help us.
Makeup, lipstick
Okay.
stains.
We get this one a lot.
Yeah.
It's easy, but you have to do it in two processes. You spray it with vinegar and water, and then you blot it. And then you scrub it with soap and a brush. The reason you do it that way is the lipstick is so oily, the oil keeps the water from attacking the color in the lipstick. And I will tell you that lipstick is one of the two hardest stains I know how to remove.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to do vinegar and water, soap and a brush, vinegar and water, soap and a brush.
What kind of soap?
Like a bar of laundry soap. You'll pick it up in the laundry
Dawn dish
aisle.
soap, they say?
No, it'll be a bar. It'll be next to the detergent in the laundry aisle.
Oh, okay.
And then just use a brush, and it'll come right out. But sometimes you have to do it twice.
Okay.
I have a cousin question of that. For everybody that dresses up and you have a collar, all the men, I wear makeup and makeup gets on my collar. Same thing apply?
Exact same thing. The thing about cosmetics is the color, the pigment, is suspended in oil. So you have to use the vinegar and water to get the oil and then the soap and the brush to get the pigment.
Got it. One more. Who do we have, Kendall?
Okay, I look like a midget over here. This is Courtney.
Hi, this is from my friend Sarah Bedell. She loves the laundry guy, Patrick. So she said she dropped some greasy food on a sweatshirt, it got dried, and now it looks as if there's a permanent oil stain. How can she get it out?
I get this a lot, and it's not hard, but there again, you have to do it in a particular order.
Okay, Patrick, can we just acknowledge, I love that we're getting phone-in questions from people, and it's like, that's fantastic. Yeah, go ahead.
So what you do is you take a little bit of oily soap, a few drops of oily soap, and then you sprinkle a little oxygen bleach on it. Rub it in with your fingers. You're going to let it rest for 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that, and then run the hottest possible water straight through it, and it will come right out, even after it's been through the dryer.
Yeah, it works. Give it up for Patrick, everybody. Thanks for everybody's questions. For more information, head to his website, laundryevangelist.com. And if you're watching here or you're visiting, visit his store, Mona Williams, at the Mall of America. We're going to take a break. Stay right there. Back in a moment. That was great. Yeah. Collars. Welcome back. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You've likely heard the song The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. Well, Monday night could have been a sequel called The Night the Lights Went Out in San Diego. Look at this. During the seventh inning of the Padres-Oakland game, the lights in Petco Park went out. Players just stood around and waited while fans whipped out their phones. Ingenuity, and turned the flashlights on. Eventually, though, the lights did come back on, and they resume. Play ball with iPhone lights. There we go. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody.
Hey, sweetheart. Hi, sweetie.
I am not kidding. There's two people. Look, we say this a lot. This show is built for goofiness. But there's a couple people that we have on the show that is informational, and Patrick is one of them, Thrifty Traveler. I have learned more from those two guys. I travel really cheaply because of Thrifty Traveler, and my clothes are really clean because of Patrick.
Right.
Yeah. All of the tips.
So good.
And my dog is really trained because of my mother and Katie Canine. Yeah, there we go, yeah. Oh, and Auntie Bjorn. There we go, yeah, there he is.
Oh, look at him.
But no, and Jeff asked a question in the commercial that I think a lot of you, especially baseball season, what to do if you have sweat stains in your cap.
Right.
top row of your dishwasher, Patrick said.
You said you don't have to put detergent in. You
No,
just run it.
top row,
Mhm.
which is great because you do. It gets when you're
Yeah.
wearing caps and stuff.
Everybody does that.
It gets real bad. So yeah, again, if you're visiting the Twin Cities, and I know some of you are, make a whole weekend out of it. So many theaters to see, parks. Come see the Jason Show, and when you do, go visit Patric's store at the Mall of America. You're gonna go there anyway. You're gonna go to the Mall of America.
You are.
Mona Williams is the name of it. Tomorrow, Stephanie Hansen returns. See what happens when she visits Costco for the first time. She's an alien. Anyway, plus my review of Inside Out 2. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Come here, Milo.